They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Bearcats will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will get the ball first. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run. And
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Looking for space, it's Banks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Have a lot of options on second and inches. Wants to throw. It's Morris. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Sticks it in his belly. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. On target. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking to pass, it's Morris. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And the Bearcats with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense working from the pistol. On the run, it's Banks. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got a man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running with the fullback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to.
There he goes! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Turns it loose deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Looking downfield, it's Morris. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Give to the big fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll run it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Bearcats send out the punt unit. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. They'll run it from the gun, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Maddox. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Gets it out fast.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the big fullback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
1st and 10 from their own 13. Back to throw, it's Morris. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Second down coming up. leaves it with the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Big fullback's got it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Morris. It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. He's got 59 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. The give to the fullback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Punts it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
On the run, it's Banks. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Bearcats will try to convert on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick handoff. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Banks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Morris. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilkins. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
Was to pass. Looking to get it in. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decision.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they can go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Absolutely center cut. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the globe for a long time. They're up by 17 over Florida. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Back to throw, it's Morris. Finds a tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Handoff to the single running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Right back to the well. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wilkins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Quick strike complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Morris. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give to the fullback. Past the first down marker and still running. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. On the move, it's Banks. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, TCU! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying to do it on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Morris. Snagged out of the air. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space, it's Whitaker. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go to the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Give to the fullback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front. He sees the gap, he's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.